Would you like to see the lamest video intro ever? Oh gosh, what is that? All right, now that that's out of the way, I got two Arrma Quakes. Two different colors, of course. One of them is gonna be for you to enter to win, but we're gonna open both of them, see how they both look color-wise and stuff. I got the purple and the red, I think. Now, I never hopped on the Gorgon train. It seemed to get mostly pretty good reviews. I mean, obviously, not everyone was happy with the fact that it wasn't, you know, brushless. It was relatively slow. So then they came out with the Quake. And the Quake has been reviewed by quite a few people at this point, and it got pretty good reviews. Actually, for being a rear-wheel drive vehicle, it got really good reviews. Rear-wheel drive only, a two-wheel drive truck. It does have a gyro, Arrma's DSC, but it's still rear-wheel drive. Now, when they originally... Ooh, that is a nice color. When they originally teased this, and then the next day I saw a two-wheel drive monster truck, I was a little disappointed, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. But it's supposed to be pretty darn awesome. The only other rear-wheel drive truck I have, this guy right here, and I've turned this into brushless as well, and it was a lot of fun. I made it really fast. And go ahead and peel this off so we can get a good look at each color. This one is supposed to be around 50 miles an hour. And being rear-wheel drive, you would think it'd be hard to control. So hopefully we'll like it. We're gonna find out in this video. Man, these tires feel really grippy. And just a reminder, to win this guy, there is a QR code you can scan on your screen. Of course, there's also a link in the description. This will be brand new, other than the fact that I opened it just to showcase in the video. Now, this doesn't come with a battery. I believe 50 miles an hour is achieved with a 3S. Yeah, oh yeah, duh. This is part of the 2 to 3S line. I'll do a quick check on 2S, and then I'll do everything else on a 3S. Metal geared waterproof servo, 4,000 kV brushless motor, 45, it's only a 45 amp ESC? Really? I figured this would have the 80 amp ESC in it. Arrma, they've been doing this for a while, but they give you tools and controller batteries, spring preload clips, owner's manual. So you got your technical pack like Arrma always tends to give. Just gives you exploded diagram of all the parts and a few basic service procedures. Ooh, even the controller's colorful. Alright. Yeah, these tires are pretty darn grippy. Ooh, and we got sealed ball bearings, non-adjustable wheelie bar. That sits at a pretty good level though. It doesn't go too far back. We saw a 4,000 kV brushless motor on the box. We're gonna do a bunch of jumps with this thing, so I'm gonna keep the suspension pretty plush. They've got the truck designed to look like a little bit of seismic activity is going on. Cracks in the crust with rock formations and lava and stuff. This is the one that really looks like lava. Now, the battery tray I've always thought was interesting on this. It's almost toy grade-ish, where it comes in from the bottom. It seems like a good size. Easy to access. I guess my one thing would be, hopefully it doesn't open up on us when jumping. Servo saver is built into the servo arm here. Plastic tie rods, flexible yet still rigid. Same with the control arms. It feels like good quality plastic. And we'll get the body off here, which there's clips. Oh. They actually stay retained in the truck, I think. I know plenty of people already know this because I think it's the same as the Gorgon. Body suspension system, little 45 amp servo. I hope that's okay. I'm worried about you. Servo tucked away in this chassis hole. This does seem like it'll be a pretty good skate park candidate. Also gonna do some dirt stuff. Looks like the standard 2 to 3S plastic telescoping axles in the rear. Fan on the ESC, tiny little fan on the ESC. Big fan on the motor, or above the motor I should say. It's not directly on it. This is a fan that seems like it would make more sense for it to blow outwards, but I have a feeling it doesn't. It probably still blows in. This one should be pulling the heat away from it. Easy access transmission stuff. Looks like 3 or maybe 4 screws right here. Pulls that cover off. So I'm there's not a whole lot to it. It's a really simple, ooh. Look at that caster. We got caster steer. I guess that's what that is. Does this one do that? Yeah, see? And these aren't as grippy. So that probably, I mean, again, for a two-wheel drive, everyone's talking about how good this thing handles. So being that steers so easily could be part of the reason. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud here, but they definitely had to do stuff to make a two-wheel drive truck handle well, especially for people. I mean, most of the people who get this probably are used to four-wheel drive vehicles, myself included. To, I guess, decrease the learning curve, they probably did some cool things to make that happen, and this kind of shows it already. I'm not having to put any pressure downwards. I'm just pushing side to side, and it does that. Neat. I don't know. That's a very small thing that I noticed, but I like it. As I was saying, I think, a second ago, there's not a whole lot to this. It's a very simple truck, two-wheel drive, not a whole lot to it. I am interested in how it drives. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to feel. So let's go. So I'm really having some trouble getting these full-size 6200 batteries in here. Like, the battery seems to fit, but you really have no room for the wires. Now, I've got plenty of other sizes that I can definitely get to fit in here, but I'm curious about something. That harness just goes through the chassis there. Is it possible to just push the wire onto the other side? Yeah. Okay. It's just a cover held on by 2 screws. Yeah, EC5 harness will fit through that hatch really easily. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, that's almost perfect, I think. Yeah, okay, there you go. Do that, and she'll go. Alrighty, we got us a nice warm day today. Feels like it's about high 80s, and I just realized I put a 3S battery in there. Forgot to check 2S. We'll do, ooh, look at that servo. That servo's nice. We'll do 2S in just a minute, real quick, only, real fast. And then we'll go, yeah, 3S most stuff. And a little steering trim adjustment. This it feels like it's floating. You see that suspension moving around? Okay, I can kind of already tell I'm gonna like this. Look at that, it looks so cool. Brakes aren't overly powerful. Of course, it's only stopping 2 wheels. See if we can keep her down. All right, there we go. It does not stop on a dime, I'll tell you that. The rear axle diffs out. See that? It starts spinning backwards. This is fun. It's like a clumsy feeling, but it's really not a clumsy truck. Let's see how fast it is. 50 on the dot. Nice. I bet you with a little bit longer of a trigger pull, you'd get 51, 52, maybe more. A little bit more asphalt running, and then we're gonna do some dirt, some skate park. Whoa. Well, almost. Do I see a lump of dirt over there? Oh. The stance of this truck's really neat. That didn't work. This thing is too cool, man. You can control it even when holding the brakes. See that? If you don't, it'll spin out like that sometimes, but you can still steer it. That's cool. All right, let's see what we get with 2S. What did it say? 30 miles an hour? I think it said 30 on the box with 2S at 100%. Thickening up that rear diff would be sweet, I think. All right, let's go somewhere else. Oh yeah, first we gotta see how fast that was. 39, that's pretty good. Oh, ow. So this is just 2S. I just wanna see how it does, and then we'll go right to 3. Oh, cool. I love how squishy the suspension is. Definitely missing that 3S wheel speed. We'll get her, hold on. Uh-oh, battery came unplugged, okay. It's because I have a Dean's plug battery in there. Adapter came out. Well, that's a good sign. Let's put 3S in there. That was almost really cool. Oh! This is really good. This is a great two-wheel drive vehicle. Again, I haven't had too many two-wheel drive trucks, but yeah, see? It'll still lose you. I don't know where the gyro, the DSC comes set, because it is adjustable. I'm not sure what setting it's on. My guess is medium-ish. Yeah, backflip. We'll get a cleaner one, hold on. Oh yeah, I did that on purpose. And that too. Oh, wait a second. What is going on? I think I lost the tie rod. And it's still driving. Hopefully, it broke. That stinks. Not that I'm surprised. Skate park breaks stuff. Yeah. I'm just mad at myself. What was I even doing? When did that? It was still driving relatively well with a broken tie rod, so I don't even know when that happened. Actually, I found a universal part that should fit, so we're gonna fix it also. And then drive it some more in the dirt. Actually, since it still drives a little bit, I wanna get some big jumps. I crashed it into something, didn't I, when that happened? Yeah, that caster I was showing you earlier helps keep it driving straight. That's pretty impressive. You can still drive it with a totally broken tie rod. It doesn't handle as good as it should, but it works. That's wild. Look at that. Let's try a non-backflip jump. Just a big old floater. Kind of. See, so it's the, I think I said something like that earlier. It's the design, yeah, the design of the suspension is part of what keeps this handling relatively well for only being rear wheel drive. The camber helps it kind of like auto-correct. Oh. All right, here's that universal, I don't even know, this might be from a Hosem actually. We're gonna fix an Arrma with some Hosem parts. Hopefully anyway. I already adjusted it way out to be the right size or close enough. Now I gotta figure out how to get this tie rod out. Turning it all the way does not get you access to the screws. There's a screw right here. I'm not sure what that does. Let's take it off. This truck is a lot of fun actually. The skate park is a little slick for it, but that's really slick concrete. The jumps were fun, but as far as just straight driving goes, the asphalt was more fun for sure. Kind of looks like that piece will slide off of the steering. Oh yeah, servo saver, there you go. Now you have access to that screw. And just size it up the rest of the way. Yeah, I'll make it a little bit longer, get it back on there, and back in business. Again? Dude, this string gets me every time. I see it, I know it's here, and I run over it, not on purpose, but because I don't want to purposely avoid a string. But it grabs me every single time. I guess I should purposely avoid it, but every time I'm like, I won't do that again. Oh, there's a bunch more of it right there. This truck is a lot of fun, man. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Like, what are they doing with this? Has it just been sitting here so long that it's become one with the earth? Or are they using it for something? Oh no, really? I just blew a tire, like totally blew it. I shall name him Flappy. Ugh, maybe that'll help. So this is definitely a really fun truck. I love the way that it handles. Smooth surfaces, like the skate park especially, it does spin out a little bit easy. That's a characteristic of a rear wheel drive truck until you get more of the hang of it. But on the dirt and the asphalt, it was not like that. It was really good and easy to control for being a rear wheel drive. We broke a tie rod and I got that donor piece in there, which is still doing fine, and we ended up blowing a tire. Now here's what happened. I think, I haven't watched the footage yet, but I'm pretty sure this wheel stopped spinning, like it got stuck in the, not stuck, but you know, dug into the ground a little bit, so that had all the pressure, which loosened up this side and allowed it to spin extra fast. Some people may not know this. On a differential, if one tire stops spinning, the other one is going to spin twice as fast, and that's why the other one balloons so much worse. If you put this at 100% throttle, say 50 miles an hour, if you hold one side and keep it from spinning, the other one will be spinning 100 miles an hour. I don't know if it was full throttle or not, but that's what happened. So I think what this needs is thicker differential fluid. You only have one differential to worry about, but that should increase handling as well, because when you're trying to power slide around turns and stuff, the outside wheel is gonna grab, and when the outside wheel grabs, it stops sliding as well, and yeah, it's not as fun when that happens. So this was cut short on me a couple times, tie rod, then the tire. I am really happy with this though. It's a unique experience. I haven't seen any of this footage yet. Hopefully the video kind of shows what I'm talking about. The truck leans so much and still controls and does what you want it to do. That body roll is really cool to watch. So if you're wanting to keep spare parts, get you some tie rods, thicken up that rear differential fluid. Oh, we fixed it. This wheel was squeaking and it just went away. I guess maybe there was some dirt or a little rock stuck in there somewhere. Gone now.